Thanks everyone for attending. We hope you find this to be a very informative session. It's all about the criteria for selecting an EBPP provider. We're pleased to have Aite-Novarica on the line, David Albertazzi in particular, to walk through the criteria that they have selected and utilized, and hopefully you find it to be incredibly helpful. I'm Chris Trainer. I'm responsible for strategy, innovation, and partnerships at Paymentus. David, over to you.
Hey, thanks, Chris. Glad to be here. And again, thanks to our audience for spending some of your valuable time with us today. I'm David Albertazzi, and I lead Aite-Novarica's retail banking and payments practice. Aite-Novarica provides research and advisory services with a focus across the financial services and payments industry. So let me first highlight a few key findings from our research to basically set the stage and to level set. Aite-Novarica has researched the consumer bill payment space for quite a few years now, and we now have pretty much of a decade view of the space since the first report back in 2010. And over that time, it has become clear that consumer behaviors have shifted quite significantly. US consumers pay a lot of bills, approximately 15.5 billion bills annually, right? Americans still write 2.3 billion checks. They provide their debit card information to pay 2.5 billion bills and their credit card information to pay another 2.6 billion, right? And then ACH is still dominating the market as a payment method with 7 billion bills. So today, we have approximately 9.5 billion bills that are made online, either via a biller direct or a financial institution, whether it's a bank or a credit union. And as you can see on the chart, biller direct continues to be the overall preferred method or model for online consumer bill payments. The percentage of payments made on biller sites has grown from 62% of online bills in 2010 to now 76%. And it grew at the expense of bank bill pay, which declined from 38% to 22%. So while the split is clearly favoring biller direct, it's important to note that online payments as a percentage of bills have gone up. In 2010, we had 5.4 billion online bills, representing 37% of all payments. And now, like I said, we have 9.5 billion bills representing 62%. So basically more bills are paid online today. Let me walk you through some of the trends we're seeing in the market. Bill payments in the US are growing as millennials and Gen Zers establish their own households. These digital natives, along with other generations, are increasingly looking for convenient ways to pay bills. The biller direct payment model for bills allows bills to be paid in real time, right? And that helps consumers to better manage their cash flow. But this also means that billers are increasingly challenged to bring new payment capabilities to the market, right? And to encourage those timely payments from consumers, and they have to do that while reducing their operational overheads. Obviously, the COVID-19 pandemic has been a tipping point in digital transformation for companies across every market sector. I think it's pretty clear that the sudden shift to digital has accelerated consumer expectations, right, to demand frictionless, contactless, and self-service capabilities for nearly every business interaction that they have. We're seeing that billers are partnering with vendors that can support the build of a differentiated consumer or customer experience. They're looking for modern solutions that can provide a full range of payment capabilities that can be assessed through APIs and web services, right? Newer ways of interacting. Mobile capabilities are also now considered essential and allow billers to increase their customer engagement and loyalty, right? It's pretty clear when we look at how much time consumers spend on their phone, right? And they need to do that while providing convenient and easy payment experience. We're also seeing that a proliferation of alternative payments methods is now available in the US, right? Including digital wallets, instant payments, and even cryptocurrencies. Consumers are demanding choices in payments methods, as well as convenience and security, right? So digital transformation in payments has resulted in more persistent and rapidly escalating threats, including fraud and cyber attacks, right? So there is more demand because of those payments are being made online, because more of them are being made online. There's more demand for data protection and privacy, right? With a host of regulations that are clearly designed to safeguard consumers, right? So billers are depending on their vendors to have a relentless focus on security, data protection, and privacy. So if we think about some of the dynamics we're faced with, right, we see that first, in terms of the landscape, you shouldn't lose sight of the quickly changing environment that we're in, changes brought on by the pandemic, but also the rapidly changing payment ecosystem, right? The digital transformation that's taking place around us, and address that while remaining secure and compliant. Second, billers and companies, servicing the biller market now need to have a very comprehensive integration strategy, especially between payments platforms and ERP systems. They need to do that efficiently, likely in a SaaS environment, in order to lower infrastructure costs, right? API and flexibility around configuration are becoming extremely important. And then there's a need of getting focused on getting greater insights and better understanding of payments and consumer behaviors. And then third, on the right side here, consumers are looking for real-time, as discussed, or at least faster payments. They need choice in terms of timing, in terms of method or tender type, and they want to utilize what they have in their hands, right? And that's likely a mobile device. They demand a greater user experience that's unified and integrated, and the ability to view the bills and the details of those bills electronically, right? So, when looking at assessing a change with regards to biller direct solutions, we see that billers tend to look at it this way, right? The drivers for adoption or solution change include a demand for digital payments capabilities, right? Meaning changing consumer preferences are requiring them to embrace digitization, bring easy, convenient, and secure payment capabilities, right? The ability to access leading-edge payment capabilities is another big factor. While ACH and card payments remain popular and account for the larger portions, consumers are now looking for a diverse selection of digital payment methods, right? Ranging from digital wallets, so here think Apple Pay, Google Pay, peer-to-peer payment services such as Zelle, PayPal, and Venmo, and even cryptocurrencies, right? Billers also need to offload compliance responsibilities. Collecting, storing, securing payments data is risky, right? And can be expensive. And billers look toward their vendors to comply with data and regulatory requirements, right? And then they also need to reduce operational overhead and costs, right? New capabilities such as e-bill delivery, digital payment acceptance, self-service options allow billers to improve cash flow, lower costs, and then ultimately improve the customer experience. And then on the flip side of that, if you look on the right here, the drivers against adoption or inhibitors includes first inertia. The old "if it ain't broke, don't fix it" mantra is inherent in payment operations, right? Where some billers are satisfied with their legacy providers, even sometimes when the solutions lack current market innovation. The cost to implement an EBP solution can be high, especially for smaller builders that do not have the technical or financial resources to implement, maintain a new solution. So, we also see that many builders have been faced with market uncertainty, right? Requiring them to redirect resources to address the most pressing business needs. And finally, mergers and consolidations in banking have become more common, right? Requiring builders to adopt existing solutions and or deprioritize the investments in new solutions. So let me now talk a little bit about features and how we tend to think about those features, right? So when it comes to key functionality, a set of minimum requirements must be met, right, in order to sustain the basic needs of builders, right? They're listed on the left here. In other words, this is kind of the basic list of capabilities that are considered table stakes. These minimum requirements are typically found in nearly all the vendors in the market today, right? So think they're having an omni-channel offering that includes, email, in-person, IVR, phone, online, mobile, having a responsive mobile design, offering multiple payments methods, as mentioned before, cash, check, ACH, and card-based payments, offering a fully configurable payer and CSR user experience. In the middle of the screens here, you're also seeing that the market is focused on developing competitive differentiators, right? These competitive differentiators might not be attractive to all potential clients, but they could mean the difference of those builders that are looking for specific functionality need here. So in this category, we have, expanding e-bills, delivery channels, as mentioned, digital wallets, integrated payment functionality for e-bills. So, things like, paper suppression capabilities, payer managed notification, the ability to dispute a bill, set up a payment plan, and so on, right? And then on the right, we have features that we categorize as next generation functionalities, right? They could become the standard industry practice over the next few years. So it's very important for you to look at what those are, right? And these investments are often made based on the needs of the client base, right? So in that list, we have things like bill statement QR codes for one-time bill pay or an account setup. We have conversational platform with bill delivery, so chatbots, Alexa, Siri. We also have Zelle, RTP, cryptocurrency, right? Payment capabilities, digital collection, or B2C disbursements when you need to initiate refunds without having to issue checks, which we all know are costly, right? And then subscription bill pay or ad hoc user reporting capabilities, right? So in summary, and based on the trends we're seeing in the market, builder direct solutions have become core components of the digital customer journey for organizations, right? Of every size across all industry sectors, right? I think builders, in our view, should be looking for, does the vendor has those leading capabilities, right? What is the breadth of product offerings? How flexible the solution is? Do they have an integrated product stack? Do they have a mobile first product focus? How's the brand recognition? What's the payments vision execution, right? Do they have a dedication to service and support and a great understanding of the payer customer experience? So Aite-Novarica recently conducted a detailed competitive assessment of the market, right? We evaluated leading builder direct vendors in the US and their solutions. In terms of the framework or methodology for this assessment, we issued an RFI to the vendors. We reviewed their detailed responses. We conducted product demonstrations that included vendor strategies, product roadmaps, key features. In fact, we gave every vendor the same detailed demo script to ensure that we could make apples to apples comparisons, right? And finally, we talked to a number of their existing clients. So this analysis resulted into assessing participating vendors within 4 key evaluation components that you see in the table here. Vendor stability, right? So basically evaluating the strength of the vendors in terms of financial stability, management reputation, risk management, basically determining whether a given vendor has the basic foundation to compete and sustain its overall market presence. The client strength component focuses on the number and diversity of the vendor's customers, the vendor's reputations amongst the client, and overall customer turnover, right? So we're basically here measuring whether a given vendor has a strong foundation of clients and a robust kind of pipeline to sustain its growth trajectory. Product features, we analyzed, as discussed, key features and functionality, but that also included implementation options, right? User experience, the strength of the product roadmap, and then client services, right? That includes, pricing structure and its various attributes. Essentially, here measuring whether the vendor provides robust service and support to provide real value to their clients. So in our assessment, Paymentus ended on top and was named, best in class EBPP bill of direct solution. As you can see in this table, the company has a solid score in all categories and among the vendors evaluated, and can be considered, in our view, the best strategic partner. So, congratulations to the Paymentus team. And with that, I'm now going to turn it over back to Chris Traynor, who will further highlight the Paymentus solution. So, Chris, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, David. Very clear that your industry knowledge and expertise are quite evident. Your assessment at Aite-Novarica, we believe to be incredibly thorough, and all of us at Paymentus are very humbled to be named best in class and the #1 vendor by Aite-Novarica. I'm going to spend a few minutes now talking about Paymentus, our platform characteristics and credentials. And then we'll talk about how Paymentus simplifies bill payments for our clients. So, at Paymentus, we're the leading platform and ecosystem in the bill pay industry. We believe Aite-Novarica's analysis is a recognition of that fact. Our technology empowers businesses to bill, to interact with customers, collect payments more efficiently and effectively. We're a full stack solution that enables businesses to eliminate disparate point solutions, ranging from bill presentment, customer communication, payment gateways, payment processing, revenue cycle analytics. All of those point solutions can be consolidated and eliminated through our unified platform. Our ecosystem is incredibly unique in that it serves B2C, B2B, as well as push payment or disbursement use cases from the same platform, from the same code base, in a wide range of verticals, from municipalities to lenders to utilities to insurers to healthcare providers and many more verticals. And our instant payment network, which is also referred to as IPN, is the largest and fastest growing bill presentment, messaging, and payment network in the bill payment space. I'll talk a little bit for a second about the platform and how it's been designed. So our platform is purposely designed and architected to be future-proof. I mentioned earlier that it's one code base. It's fully unified. No versioning, built from the ground up. So it's designed to be future-proof, designed to accommodate your customers' current needs as well as their future needs. We have a rules-based engine that's advanced with automated provisioning to help account for the various business rules that are unique to you, to deliver best-in-class experiences that help you optimize your payment operations. Our solutions architected for maximum uptime and scalability, and we operate at all times with 80% excess system capacity. So as we bring on more volume, and as we see that we're winning a disproportionate amount of opportunities in the marketplace, all of you can be confident that we're doing so with scalability in mind. Flexibility is absolutely critical to all of you, and it is to us. We offer APIs, SDKs, iframe solutions, as well as fully hosted options. And you can utilize multiple types of methods of consuming all of our capabilities. So in one of your lines of business, you may want to utilize APIs and SDKs, whereas in others, because you may have a lack of developers and you want speed to market and you want to minimize or eliminate your PCI burden, you may go with a fully hosted solution. Compliance is critical to us at Paymentus. PCI level 1 compliant, NACHA, HIPAA, GDPR, you name it, we comply with it. It's of utmost importance. We're integrated with over 350 different unique billing, accounting, and customer information systems. And that affords us the ability to greatly simplify and streamline the process of onboarding you as a merchant and as a biller, reducing the lift for that implementation, and doing so, providing you with peace of mind that we're doing it with tremendous accuracy. We have numerous critical patents, including secure service, which is an omni-channel solution specifically designed for call centers to allow you to deliver a best-in-class, streamlined customer experience while removing your business from PCI scope. We're generate over $400 million in annual revenue, highly profitable. We spend about over $40 million in R&D. Because of the fact that we have one code base, no versioning, and how the platform is architected, that 40 million plus in R&D can be greatly dedicated towards innovation and not the platform stability and data latency and others that plague legacy providers. We serve over 1,500 businesses and are proud to be the selected service provider of 23 of Fortune 500 companies and 300 financial institutions. If we can go move on, that would be appreciated, David. So, you know, all of those things I just spoke to a myriad of different capabilities and credentials, and those enable us to serve the world's leading companies and help them modernize bill payments and deliver better experiences to the consumers and businesses that they serve. So some of our partners that have selected Paymentus, PayPal. If you pay your bill on the PayPal app, it is powered by Paymentus, soon to be the Venmo app. So as you join the Instant Payment Network, as you become a client of Paymentus, your bills can be presented in the PayPal app, in the Venmo app. Your payments can be processed and posted based on your business rules back into your customer information, billing, and accounting systems. Amazon Alexa, if you pay your bill through their first-party skill, it's powered by Paymentus. You go into one of 4,500 Walmart locations, powered by Paymentus. Recent partnership with Google and integration with Nest and some of their clean energy solutions, powered by Paymentus. If you're an Oracle client and you want real-time integration with Oracle, there is one way to do that, and that is through Paymentus. And JP Morgan, you've probably heard recently that JP Morgan, if you're a treasury client and you have an EBPP need, they are referring their treasury clients to Paymentus, and that's a valued partnership. You see some of the billers that are representative here across a number of different verticals. And now, just given that we're running out of time, David, if you can move to the final screen. So here, this is a visual representation of our comprehensive and unified platform. All of the legacy payment methods, credit, debit, electronic check, all of the emerging, these payment methods are soon to be ubiquitous: PayPal, Venmo, Amazon Pay, Google Pay, Apple Pay, all can be made accessible and can be delivered as payment options to your client in all of the channels that are seen here through a single integration to Paymentus. So we streamline the reconciliation, and so we provide you with a single deposit regardless of payment method, so you're not getting multiple deposits as you introduce new payment methods. It's an omni-channel platform, so when a payment is made in any one of our channels and the customer saves that payment method, it can be leveraged in any other channel without the customer furnishing those payment details. And then for the business, we streamline and help you optimize your payment operations by giving you an agent dashboard, which gives you real-time visibility into everything that's transpiring across your payment network at a point in time or over a period of time. So, you know, at the end of the day, we've got we're proud to have the credentials, the client, the partners, the patent, an omni-channel solution, one that's easily consumable and flexible and based on your business rules. So thanks everyone for your time today. We hope you found David's presentation of the criteria to be most helpful. And we hope to have the opportunity to help you modernize your bill payments in the future. Thank you very much.